Hey everybody, Omar here, the Knife Shark Guy, and I am back with another fun-filled video for you. And today I thought I would just go over all my South African customs that I have in two separate videos. This is the large knife. These are the South African large knives that I own. I'm also going to be doing the small knives that I own. I have 26 South African customs, actually 27 South African customs. One of them is a slip joint. That will probably be the last knife that I show in the on the second video. I just wanted to go over the knife makers, the knives, and what the materials are made of. This should be a fairly quick video, not like yesterday's video, which took an hour and a half, pretty much. For those of you guys that sat through that sorry-ass video, I do apologize. Hopefully you were able to speed through whatever you needed to get the information that you were looking for. So hopefully that will not happen again. So let's just get right into this video by talking about my South African custom knives and the ones that I own. So let's start with this one. This is made by John Arnold. This one has a Damascus blade with black marble carbon fiber with blue titanium liners, a blue titanium pocket clip, and the coolest thing, and I wish I could show it to you, but I can't, it's got what's called a moon glow backspacer. The backspacer glows in the dark. So that's it for, that's John Arnold. The next one, kind of a rare knife, I guess, even though it looks kind of plain. I consider it a rare knife because this knife was made by Andre van Heerden. He is incredibly famous for making collaboration knives, like this one that you're going to see here in a minute. But this is made by Andre van Heerden. This is a... it's got blue titanium liners with a G10 backspacer and G10 handles. Really big knife. The blade is M390 and it runs on IKBS ball bearing system. All the knives you see on the table here, they all run on IKBS ball bearing system except for this one, which I'll get to in a quick, in just a bit. So this is Andre van Heerden. Nice and smooth. On to my next Andre van Heerden knife. This one is actually a collaborated knife by Andre van Heerden. The handle, it's got gold titanium liners, a black G10 backspacer, and this is one of the most mysterious things about the knife. It's got what's called snake wood, and it also has carbon fiber around the snake wood. I don't know how Andre van Heerden did that because it's all one piece. This is all one piece. It's not like they took the snake wood and then they laid the carbon fiber over it. I don't know. It's all one piece. The blade steel on this knife is CTS XHP. Very, very smooth knife. One of my all-time favorites. The next one is by Willem Steenkamp. This knife has all-natural micarta handles. Again, gold titanium liner lock with an all-natural backspace, all-natural micarta backspacer, and a gold titanium pocket clip. Really very nice. Also runs on IKBS ball bearing system. Willem Steenkamp. Really very pretty. Love that honeycomb, almost like mini honeycomb look. I just love it. It looks fantastic. This is another one-of-a-kind handmade piece by Erucus Blumeris. One of my prize knives in the collection. This is what's called a full dress piece. Basically, every part of the knife has got some kind of art on it. So this knife has blue Damascus bolsters with shredded marble carbon fiber, a Damascus backspacer, which is kind of rare, and it also has what's called the rope file work on there. Really very, very nice. The blade steel is Dama steel. Made by, once again, Erucus Lumeris. This one is a special made-to-order knife. So this is also another one-of-a-kind handmade piece by Andre Thorburn. I consider this sort of like a masterpiece in my collection. The knife has eagle artwork on the bolster done by Marguerite Thorburn, Andre Thorburn's wife. She does absolutely beautiful work. She does all of the bolster work on Andre Thorburn's knives. The handles are white Westinghouse micarta. If you're not familiar with white Westinghouse micarta, if you're thinking about the old 1950s refrigerators, you got it right. That's the material that they made it out of. It was somewhere in some warehouse. They found a bunch of it, and they realized that it was awesome material to use for making knives. It's not only is it a great insulator, but it looks absolutely beautiful. One of the things I love about this piece is you can see that the white Westinghouse micarta's got a little brown on it. Kind of looks like it mimics the beak of an eagle. Very, very cool. Incredibly cool. It's got some red in the handle there, on the inside of that white Westinghouse micarta. File work is also done by hand by Andre Van Heerden, by Andre Thorburn. And we've got a black G10 backspacer with a titanium, milled titanium pocket clip and blue titanium liners. Really beautiful. The knife runs on ceramic bearings. Most of the high-end South African knives run on IKBS ceramic ball bearings. This is one of them. This knife also runs on ceramic ball bearings as well, making it much, much smoother action. The one on the end here, this is by J.D. Van Deventer, another one-of-a-kind handmade piece. This has shredded marble carbon fiber handle with blue twill, a zirconium pocket clip this time. Very, very different. Looks like it's like a forged zirconium pocket clip with a little specks of blue in there to match the carbon fiber twill. Really very pretty. As smooth as this knife is, guys, this does not run on ceramic ball bearings, making it a mystery to me. It just runs on regular steel ball bearings. Blue titanium liners. Interesting the way the liner lock hugs the underside of the blade. I mean, it is perfectly, as you can see, it's perfectly sort of curved and round. If I could describe it, it's kind of like curved and round like that, and the liner locks kind of locks in place and opens up a little bit. That's how that locks in there. Really, absolutely unique. I've never seen that on a knife. It has G10 around the pivot of the knife. Incredibly smooth. On to the only washer knife on this table, made by Deshorn. He is a master of washer knives. His knives are incredibly smooth. You would think these were ball bearing knives. They are not. This just runs only on washers. And it is incredibly smooth. The handle is G10 with a twist. This is machine twist G10. on both sides of the handle. It's got a purple titanium pocket clip. The liners, it's got blue titanium liners. Really very pretty. And the liner also sports the twist theme. Really very, very nice. Another J.D. Van Deventer knife I own. This is not a one-of-a-kind handmade piece. He has made these before. This is with fluted carbon fiber. Black fluted carbon fiber. A titanium pocket clip. Really very nice. Blue titanium liners. I got this knife because it was a tactical piece. I don't have any tactical knives in my collection. Most of the knives I own, in fact, all the knives that I own except for this one. Actually, this one and this one. These are both sort of tactical knives. Yeah, they're a rarity in my collection. All my knives, I like to have them be mostly utility. So, yeah. Just really very nice. Interesting choice. Blade shape there. Kind of funky looking. Quick overall look. Pretty blue titanium liner in that. Same concept with the liner lock, that hugging thing. I kind of like that. That curved hug underneath the liner lock. That's J.D. Van Deventer's style, exclusive to him only. The next knife is by Trevor Burger, one of my favorite knife makers. You could probably consider these guys kind of like from the same knife generation. They make completely different knives, but they're from the same generation. I kind of think of these guys like yin and yang, almost. I think J.D. Van Deventer is a little bit more exotic in his choice of artistic style, whereas Trevor Burger just puts out really good, solid styles, and he just lets the materials that he uses speak for itself and let that be the art versus, you know, the shape of the knife and the little things like grooves in here and the materials, you know, where you've got knives like way over the top with J.D. Van Deventer, you know, zirconium pocket clip, and then we've got Trevor Burger. You can see his style is more just solid overall. Like you look at the knife and it's just, you know, that's it. It's solid. It is what it is. No questions asked. One of the most interesting things about Trevor Burger, he doesn't like to have any writing on his knives. You won't see, like on the blades, you're not going to see his name anywhere on the knife like you do here. There's like no name or emblem on the blade anywhere. He just keeps his knife clean. But what's kind of fun about him is he keeps it kind of hidden. If you look very closely on the knife, you will see his initials hidden in the lightning strike carbon fiber. In fact, I can't even see it right now. There it is, right there on the end, as you guys can see. Trevor Burger Knives, TBC. That's kind of interesting. Other than that, there's no writing anywhere else on the knife. It's just a clean look all the way around. So the knife sports lightning strike carbon fiber, all titanium handle with a titanium bolster. Sorry, blue titanium liners on there. Really very pretty, incredibly smooth knife. Almost pretty much just falls shut. In fact, it does fall shut. Let me show you. There you go. Black G10 backspacer and a silver milled titanium pocket clip on that one. Really, really just incredibly overall nice. Put that one down. You saw this one yesterday. This is super special. Almost as super special to me in my collection as this knife. which was also made. This one was also made by hand by Des Horn. I did the video on this one yesterday. It was a half-hour long, and I apologize for that. So this knife has black carbon fiber with G10 inlay on both sides of the knife. It has, again, the famous Des Horn twist. The famous Des Horn twist on there. Really very nice. It's a front flipper piece, which is my favorite kind of knife. The steel on it is Nitrobe 77, which you're not going to get anymore. It is gone. The steel is gone. I'm lucky to have 3 knives in my collection with that steel on it, and this is one of them. I got lucky when I emailed Des Horn and I asked him, do you have any more Nitrobe 77? And he said, I have some left. And I think this is pretty much the last of it that he's got. There's no more. I forgot to mention that, once again, the blade steel on both these knives are M390. The blade steel on this one is Nitrobe 77, once again. So I do apologize if I forgot to mention that. So Nitrobe 77, M390, Nitrobe 77, and we move on to John Arnold. Again, you can tell John Arnold knife, they're almost kind of very similar here. This one, the steel on this knife is M390. The knife is black G10 with Ambonia wood burl inserts. Very, very nice on both sides of the handle. It has it looks like a purple titanium pocket clip with purple titanium liners. Not a fan of purple, but sometimes it does work really well on a knife. I try to avoid all the purple if I can. Just don't really care for that color. Again, we got the Moon Glow backspacer. So the backspacer glows in the dark. Really very cool. That's exclusive to John Arnold. Nobody else does that. The glow-in-the-dark backspacer. One of these days I'll turn off the lights and I'll let you guys see that. But that's very, very cool. Once again, a front flipper knife. His design is to make the front flipper almost invisible because it's only up at the tippy top of the blade there. John Arnold. And my last knife in this video is by Cosi Steenkamp. I actually have him making me another custom piece. I picked this one up. Almost all the knives you see here on the table were picked up at the Blade Gallery, except for this one. This one was not picked up at the Blade Gallery. I actually got this one myself. I ordered it through Des Horn himself, so that one's like very special. This one was also ordered by, I picked it up at the Blade Gallery, but I ordered it through Andre Thorburn himself. He made the knife with me. I suggested the materials, and he just went to work on it. This one is by Cosi Steenkamp. I did 2 videos on this knife, one on the customer service of Cosi Steenkamp and the knife itself. When I first picked up this knife at the Blade Gallery, the centering was way off. I contacted Cosi Steenkamp, and he was such a great gentleman. He just offered to fix the centering for me, and as you guys can see, the knife is now dead centered. Very, very beautiful. So the knife has white micarta bolsters, and the handle sports what's called Thunderstorm Kilver. It's a very special material. Basically, it's micarta mixed in with copper wiring, kind of like sprinkled on. I don't know how he did that, but very, very nice. Got gold titanium liners and a gold milled pocket clip. Really, very pretty. Once again, runs on IKBS ball bearing system. And the steel is N690. I only have 2 N690 blades in my collection. So very quickly, in case I forgot to mention what the blades were on all these knives, I'll do that very quickly. This is Damascus. This is M390 CTS XHP. This is M390. This is Damasteel. This is M390. This is M390. Nitrobe 77 on this one, M390. M390, Nitrobe 77, M390, and N690. This is the first half of 2 videos of my South African knife collection. I hope to have you guys comment on any one. Feel free to comment on any one of these. Tell me which one's your favorite on the table. If you were to ask me which one's my favorite on the table, it's kind of a toss-up between... I don't have any. I'm not even going to go there. I have no favorite. How's that? All right. I love all these knives. They're going to stay in my collection forever. I don't plan on selling them or getting rid of any one of these. I carry and use these knives. I just pick one up every day, pop it in my pocket, go to work. I may wind up using it or may not, but when I put it in my pocket, it's in my pocket with the intention that I'm going to wind up using it sometime during the day. Otherwise, it is really, really cool pocket jewelry. So, there you go. 13 of the first 26 custom South African custom knives that I own. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to set up the next video for the next 13. Those knives will be a lot smaller. So I'll see you guys in a minute. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in part 2.